Hello everybody and welcome back to the Communicraft server, where today I forgot to bring a bed. I will have to go get a bed later, but we are today going to be tackling the witch farm. Now, as I said, I did have a witch farm that I had previously gone to and set up a portal to. However, I realized that this was incredibly far away. It was about minus 8,000, no, it was about minus 7,000, 8,000 on the X and Y coordinates, which is not really doable. It's not really a good place, at least in the Nether as well, if we just need to get some stuff. So this one is fairly close in comparison. So we are at minus 800-ish and about 1,000. So that's pretty good. The reason I actually found this one is because, as you can see by the scoreboard, we have two new people. So we have Kenneth14, who is someone that I've known for a very long time. I've known him for a long time, a couple of years, and he has had some videos on my channel. But yeah, I told him about this because I was actually on the server whilst not talking to him, and he asked me what I was doing. I told him I was on this server, and he asked if he could join, and I told him to send him an application, and here he is with an application sent, and here he is on the server. And then we also have the bottom guy, Zernix. I think that's how you pronounce it. I would have to look up on Skype like the proper pronunciation because he wrote it in Skype, but I think it's that. He is also a new person on the server as well. Both of them have actually started playing. Kenneth14 has been playing quite a lot. He's been playing most of the day. He got on today, so you know, me and him have been talking for a couple of hours and having some fun, and I've given him some help, gave him some a diamond pickaxe, for example, and stuff like that. But yes, we are going to be tackling this. I've forgotten the reason I was talking about these whole guys, but yeah, we're going to be tackling this. Oh, I know why, because I was helping him find an area that he wanted to go to. He wanted a extreme hills biome, so I took him to one, and as you can see, these are the extreme hills, and they're quite close to a witch farm, or a witch hut, and this place looks quite nice anyway, and we only have, like, I've already marked out where, like the 128 blocks from the center is. I don't know if you can actually see them from here, but they on each direction, so that way, that way, that way, and this way, or that way, sorry, I have a stone log marking out where it is. Let's see if we can see the one that is over here at all. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So that's 128 blocks away from the actual farm. So what we need to do is, in all these areas that are extreme hills and such, we can just torch the place up and make sure nothing spawns there. But in the swamp, we need to make sure that it is water, because slimes disregard light levels. So that is something we need to do with that. So that's fine. Let's just kill this guy. Drop the gunpowder. We don't really need it, and yes, we have a few torches, which is pretty good. I have all the materials, so here we have all the stuff. I'm actually using JL2579's tutorial for this, so he luckily in the description had sort of a list, basically, of all the blocks you needed. I thought I heard a creeper. So for this we need 50 cauldrons, as we have. We need to have 50 comparatives, 77 repeaters, 239 tripwire, which is just string, 30 redstone blocks, 50 pistons, 129 sticky pistons, 24 sea lanterns it's placed it as, but I'm assuming glowstone will work just as well. 1,718 stone slabs, which are all in here, and 32 redstone lamps, 50 tripwire hooks, 216 glass. It's listed as stained glass, but I'm assuming glass is fine. 1,102 building blocks. It's listed as iron blocks, but I'm assuming, once again, that stone will be fine, and 108 redstone, along with, we also have some hoppers and some chests, and some spare materials down here if we ever need to make more chests or anything like that, but I don't think that's exactly going to be a problem. So, hopefully we can find, oh god, mouse going a bit spazzy, but hopefully we can actually find, see, there's witches everywhere. Look at these guys. But yeah, I'm actually gonna have to probably wait. Let's actually just kill some of these guys and maybe wait till day before we actually start this whole thing, or at least torch the area up maybe. I have got rid of some of the trees around the area just to make our lives a bit easier in the long run. Die. But yeah, the reason we're doing this is more the ability to farm redstone and glowstone. Really, those are my primary reasons. If people want to farm sticks for any reason, then that is up to them, or spider eyes. Sticks actually might be a good choice, because that's good for making stuff like a lot of torches and stuff like that. Sugar you know, it might make it in a higher frequency than we're going to be making it in the sugarcane farm, so you never know, that might be worth it. And glass bottles if we need it. However, I primarily think people are going to be wanting the glowstone and also the redstone. Though for today, we are just going to be building the thing. We're not going to be building the sort of nice looking area. We'll probably... what I'll probably do is build the actual thing, just get the base bare bones set up. Then I'll light the area up a bit in the meantime, and do all the the water around here. And then I'll set up the portals a bit better because this one's up here because I don't want it on top of the witch hut like I did last time on the other one. And then I'll set up the portal to be on top of there properly, looked up and everything. And then we'll also set up an item sorting system of sorts, which will be fine. And we'll have it so that being on top of the farm in this case is going to be the most efficient. And I will also have to go cave mining, or cave lighting. But yeah, we're going to wait for it to turn day, and then we're going to start with this whole thing. Okay, so we are at this point in the build at the moment. So we have used all our redstone lamps, up to 32 of them, and we have basically the start of the 3 layers at this point. I do need to just really get rid of the entire witch hut at the moment. That is really what is our only hindrance. I have finally also got a bed. Instead of doing probably the more logical thing and either finding a sheep or, well, which we can find because I don't know where any sheep are in the area, or just going back to like my base or going to the top of the nether where we have a load of spare beds from when we broke through the nether roof. I went and hunted some spiders, but either way, we've now got a bed, so that's fine. We can sleep through the night. We don't have to worry about all that. So that is perfectly fine there. So hopefully this goes quite smoothly in the whole thing. These are spruce, aren't they? Yeah, spruce. Right. Just, for some reason I thought they weren't spruce for a moment. But yes. Let's just get rid of these now, and then we can start with filling all this in and maybe getting half this done. Now I have realized that within the calculations it actually uses some of those stone blocks we had. Those are actually part of like these bits. Though I kind of thought we're gonna have some spares. If we use the slabs over now, we're gonna be we're gonna have some of that stone spare if we use the slabs here. So we can make the slabs from stone, so that's not really going to be too much of a hindrance. And I realized also I could have made one less cauldron. I used quite a lot of my iron to make this cauldron, or all the cauldrons that I needed. So I needed 50 of them. So, we could have gone for 49, which would have saved us 7 iron. I mean, so much iron. It doesn't really matter too much. It'll come back soon enough. And I think this goes all the way out here. I think this one doesn't actually have any lights, from what I remember. So that is good. Let's just do that, and we should have layer-wise. We should be okay. Let's just get the shovel going, and yeah, this is starting to take shape somewhat. So yeah, hopefully, as I said, we have all the materials done. I might actually move some of the materials down here just for ease of access. Might be something I do actually in a second, since that's quite a good idea. But yes, I'll get on. Actually, let's use the table, since the crafting table we got from here, since we actually have it. We really only use 2 chests up there of materials that we need. So I'm going to bring those down, and this will make the trips a lot less tedious, because I'm using a lot of ender pearls to actually get up and down here, which is gonna, well, to get up there I'm using ender pearls, to get down I'm damaging myself from fall damage. Even though it's not actually doing any damage, it's going to eventually destroy my feather falling boots, which is preferably not a thing we want to happen. So yes, I'm going to bring all these materials down, and then we can get started on the next part. Alright, so we're finally at this point, and I realise I'm still in Quake Pro, because it's easier somehow to mine in Quake Pro, just because I'm actually able to see the blocks. But yes, we've finally done this. As you can see, the 3 layers are done, and we have this down here, which goes all the way down to 33, which will kill the witches when they spawn, so that's pretty good. So far, I don't think I've seen any witches spawn, but that's not really too much of a worry. Obviously, the farm is in its primitive stages, and we really don't have to worry too much about that. But yes, I'm going to get on to starting at least, I think it's first the bottom layer, then you do the top layer, then you do the middle layer. But yeah, we're just going to start off with one bit of redstone, one like set of the redstone, and I'll see you after that's done. Okay, so one side is now created. This is the one side that we have of the farm. We're going to create the second one in a second over here, which is a slightly different design. If you watch the tutorial, you'll see that it's slightly different. But yes, this is working perfectly fine. In the tutorial is sea lanterns. However, I'm using glowstone for this because I don't have any sea lanterns. So hopefully that doesn't have any effect. I can't see a reason why it would. But yeah, also all this stuff. So that's pretty good. And also, even as I said earlier with the stone, I am actually going to be using stone brick. But even so, if like all the stone, we use the slabs on here, and it like goes into that stone supply, we did get quite a lot of stone out of like digging this down to Y33, so that should be fine. And I'm also so glad that we actually killed some witches, because otherwise we wouldn't have glass bottles, which is something we actually need in order to get these cauldrons working, because you have to use 2 water bottles, you have to put the water in and then take it out, put it to level 1 out of 3 using 2 water bottles. So it's pretty good that we have this, and I'm going to go on to the second side now, and I'll see you once that layer is done. Okay, so now the second half of the first layer is created. I've not put in the string, that is something we'll do at a later point. And speaking of which, I'm probably going to have to make sure that that has got water in it when we do so, because the amount of times I'm probably going to fall through these slabs is going to be a lot. Most likely it's going to be a large amount of times that that's going to happen. But yes, now I'm going to quickly... what I'll probably do is I'll just do the rest of the farm straight off, because I've done these 2 layers, I've shown off what these 2 look like. So I think it's probably best to first off sleep, and second off just sort of just get through making this thing, and then we can get on to you know, see it working, maybe do a bit of work around here, getting some of these bits of dirt gone. We can maybe repair our shovel and just get all that done. I think that'll be quite good. Just get all this swamp area sorted out, get rid of the trees as well, and set up basically the perimeter around here, fill it in with water and slab up, or maybe slab up, or just do torches in these areas up here, because just light them up because they aren't swamp and slimes won't spawn there. But I think all the swamp stuff, swamp biomes will have to be either slabbed or just water. But yeah, I'll get on to doing the rest of this thing. The next one is doing this up here, and I might stop when we do that one and then show off what we're doing with this layer, because it is in a different orientation. So yeah, I'll see you once I've done a bit more work. Okay, so I've made a bit more progress on this entire thing. We have pretty much at this point got the entire thing done. The whole spawning platform part of it, if I don't drop to the ground, is now completed. All 3 layers are done. The only things that need to be done now are the laying of the string, the top roof layer thing, and just the item collection down the bottom. However, that's also a thing we can do in the future. I'll just probably put down, I have like 33 hoppers. I should be able to just place those down, and maybe, you know, hopefully that's enough. Probably not, but, you know, we can save up our iron or whatever. I do have a beacon at my base, which is entirely made out of iron, so I may switch that out for some emeralds, since I have about 3 stacks of emerald blocks now. So that's pretty good. But yeah, we also need a lever, because it's quite difficult. This is what I've got. I've only got smooth stone, so this is the only thing I can think of using. I do actually have 1 spare redstone block. I don't know how, but I randomly have a spare redstone block. I think when you go on the video, it actually includes all the items, including the on the tutorial world, which has a like a slime piston launcher thing, like it's a slime block vertical redstone thing. So I think that might be what that's on about. But for now, we can, while we're doing it, actually, we can place that bit of redstone there. I will have a little look around and see if there's any large amount, if there's just a redstone block that I'm missing anywhere. There shouldn't be, in theory. Like if I look down all these. On these sides, these should all have a block there, so that should be fine. But now I'm going to have to go and do the string placement. That's why I've also put the lights on for this sake, because we don't want to obviously have to deal with any, you know, witches spawning perchance. But yeah, I've also, at the bottom of this, I do need to fill this in, but at the bottom I've also placed water for if I fall through, so that's a thing as well. So yeah, I'm going to get the string, start doing that, and I'll probably see you once we've got the majority of this done, and maybe just before we do the roof or after the roof, depending on if I, you know, get through it quickly or not. Okay, so the farm is now working somewhat. So everything is working perfectly fine, however, it's just the rates that are a bit of a worry. Obviously, you know, rates are not going to be high considering the area around us at this point, and that is something that I will be sorting out after this episode is recorded. But so far we've only had 2 witches come through, and I completely forgot that I had water down there originally, so they didn't die. We did kill them though. And yeah, so this farm is in theory now working. We just have to sort of, you know, make the area more, you know, purposeful towards this farm by actually making it, you know, serve this farm's purpose in the correct way, which would be to maximize spawns. So we are going to have to just, you know, overall make the entire area like just water everywhere that is swamp, and also we're going to have to you know, light up all the other areas as well as light up all the caves that are around. So I'm going to have to do quite a lot of caving. Overall, I'll just do it sort of in the background every so often. I'll go do some caving. I need to sort out sort of a better AFK area as well, and also I'll do the hoppers down here as well. But I think that's all for today, really. I will go to sleep, but Connect 14 is also on, so you know, can't sleep right now. That news moment. So yes. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you next time.